prodigal son, we all talk about the pigs he was hanging with. There's a little part that we all never preach, and it said, no man gave him bread. No man gave him bread, meaning he was begging because he had been lowered to that estate. Let me tell you something about the devil you need to know right now. The devil who gets constantly rejected when he begs God for you, for your kids, for everything, has learned one amazing trick. And that trick is this. If I can't stop the people of God, maybe I can teach them to pray like I do. Because if my prayers don't get answered, the next best thing is to keep God's people's prayers from getting answered. And if I beg and he says no, maybe I can train them to beg. Well, I feel it now. And he will tell them no, because they're made to be believers. But if I can transform believers into beggars, they will not get any answers from the one they're begging. It's not getting anywhere yet, but it's going to get to you. Satan cannot stop you when God has a promise for you. Therefore, he has to lower who you are in your own sight and get you to start begging God in doubt, in question, in unbelief, in sarcasm, in anxiety, and in fear to keep you from getting the answer. But if you just remember who you are, you can actually declare that I still believe that God is going to get the last word, and what I believe God to do, he will do it, because whatsoever is not of faith is sin. So if I come to him begging, if I get a little more monitor, man, I appreciate it. If I come to him begging, I am now not believing him. I'm just hoping something happens. Begging, are you ready? Begging gets your attention off of God and what God can do and onto man and what man can do. If Jesus leaves you at the gate beautiful, you will eventually sit there and ask for alms and not miracles. You'll settle for blessings from man rather than breakthroughs from God, because something has convinced you that it's not going to happen. Here, let me talk to you for a second. Satan understands that when something's coming to you, if God has something for you and he cannot stop it, if he can change your mentality and change how you expect things and lower your vision and lower your expectation, you enter a dimension where you will doubt yourself to death. You will delay your own destiny by doubting it constantly. If there's a promised land for you and he knows you're on your way there, the only way he can stop you is to convince you you are a grasshopper in the sight of the enemy, and you will doubt yourself to death for 40 years while the promise hovers right above your family. You will not believe you're anything. You will not believe you have any power to take it, and therefore you will delay yourself until you die under the guise of low self-esteem.